Hello and welcome to another episode of the PapaPC Skyblock series. Today we're just going to be starting off by kind of recapping where things left off and seeing what we can do from here, and maybe doing a little bit of adventuring and maybe even starting to go look around at some of the other islands. For right now, the short of it all is that I did get a few trees planted. I've been harvesting these a few times over and over just to kind of get myself some surplus built up. Same thing as well with my cobblestone generator. I've been just kind of harvesting it away, getting myself a few cobblestone built up. In my inventory right now I got 43, but if you look inside my chest, I got a few. Not a ton, but enough to kind of get things going and get things moving along a little bit. The oak trees, I got 33 here, not an absolute ton, but a few, enough to, again, to kind of get things started and get things rolling. So really what I want to be able to do today is just some real basics. I want to kind of maybe see about expanding a little bit more, and maybe kind of even starting to take a look down and build a little bit of a passageway down. You will see I did just follow the water down a little bit and just built a column all the way down. Right now that is just basically going down to almost to Y0, really just to kind of give me a platform, because what I'm going to want to be able to do is set myself up a spawner down there at some point. I don't know when, but I will probably get there, maybe not today's episode, but definitely sometime soon. So really what I want to be able to do is start to expand and pick a direction. I know there are islands built off in each of these directions. I don't know which one I want to do yet, or which way I want to go, but in order to do that, I do know. Oh, and this was just kind of to help me hide a little bit, because this is post version 1.13, and phantoms are a real thing now. So as I sit here and just kind of AFK and farm away on the cobblestone, I needed to kind of do a little bit of protection and a little bit of covering myself to ensure that I don't really, kind of end up dead. Not really something I was looking forward to, so I want to, kind of cover myself a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and harvest these trees right away, just because I do need trees. Lots and lots of wood. It will be a critical thing. We will need to just keep harvesting them every chance we get, just to have the resources for when we do need to be able to get a few things done. I'm going to try to make sure that I get those new saplings down and replanted as quick as I can. Because I think it's one of those things that, again, we need to keep them growing. We need to keep them going at all times. I did get a few extra saplings built up. I don't need all three. I'll put these down right away so that we can at least start something growing. And then I will just keep harvesting the ones that come down. Oh, we already got a bunch of them out down here. I'll just keep harvesting, picking them up, I should say, as they're coming down, and throwing them into the chest. Same thing with the apples. I've gotten a few now. I'm less worried about apples for food and more worried about going forward. At some point, I know I'm going to want to get some villagers and some zombie villagers, which means I'm going to have to convert a few, because there is no good way to spawn villagers in this game. So what I am going to do for now, though, is get myself some... I don't know how many I'm going to need, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple stacks, just to kind of make sure that I have enough for what I want to build. That hopefully 2 plus stacks is going to be enough. Let's see for directions. Let's go this way, just because it's kind of off the end, and it kind of hopefully will make life easier. And I'm just going to keep putting slabs down, and then every few minutes I will take a peek up, see where the sun is, and see what we're doing from a distance, see if there's anything starting to show up, anything that we're getting close to. I probably should have taken a few things out of my inventory, the axe, the pickaxe, a couple torches, but really those aren't too critical if I happen to accidentally fall off or let loose of my shift key, which is definitely a possibility, because yes, that's right, if you've been watching my other series, I've been doing the keyboard battle, and at this point I still have yet to find myself a good keyboard, one that I can actually feel comfortable with playing with, and one that I can keep continuously not hit the wrong button on. Yeah, some of that's me, but some of it is, again, I've been playing with different keyboards. A lot of them are gaming keyboards, which traditionally has an extra set of function keys down the left side that you can program for macros. With Minecraft, that's less of an issue. but it is still something that is there. So I want to make sure that I'm not. Oh yes, there's one. I want to make sure that I'm not accidentally hitting those keys. So right now, what I have is actually just a piece of paper taped over them to ensure that I don't accidentally hit them, because by default I think they're all set up for just F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, and that can be a bit tricky with what I want it to do. So for now, I'm just going to kind of leave those on the side and kind of continuously look for a new keyboard yet, but I haven't found one. So really, again, the whole point here was just I want to pillar out, or I guess platform out to this other island, and eventually I'll probably make the whole circuit and get all 8, I believe there is, islands up on this level, and then I'm going to probably see about building another portal, just because that is going to be more critical sooner rather than later, for a number of reasons. One is I'm going to probably want to build myself a zombie pigman farm so I can get some gold. But I'm also going to be using that to grab a few resources. And then I'm also going to be looking to really gather myself something. Wow, I don't think I'm going to have enough. Nope, not even close. So I'm going to have to go get some more. But really, I'm going to want to be able to get to the nether, get a few resources. I'm going to need some potions. I'm going to need some blaze rods, therefore. And probably set up some kind of farm there for wither skeletons, probably, as well as zombie pigmen. And then I'm going to also have to look at getting just a regular mob farm set up here. And then at some point I'm going to want to be able to do a passive mob farm, because I am going to be desperately in need of food very soon, and apples ain't going to cut it. So I need to make sure that I find some other way of doing that. Let's see here. I'll probably grab another stack. Hopefully that's going to be enough. I don't need to bring the sticks with me. We'll leave those here. I'm thinking one more stack should suffice. And another tree came down. Might as well grab that while I'm here. Again, just because I want to get these as quick as I can, as often as I can, because the wood will be critical for just about everything I'm going to need to do. When I get to the point of some of the farms, I'm going to definitely need to be able to have something for gates and everything else that was going to stop them from coming through and stop them from not killing me. So I think that's going to be a critical piece of what I'm going to need. Where are we at from a day? Sun is starting to go down. I may just chill here and do a little bit of more farming. And while we'll do that, I will do a little cutaway and we will come back in the morning. And welcome back. The sun is coming up nicely over the horizon, so I figured it's a good time to get back into it. Basically for the night though, I just cranked through, grabbed myself a little bit more cobblestone, and then decided to go ahead and just convert a little bit of it into slabs. I'm going to kind of keep going and continue on with where we were and see what we have out here. That other island is not too far off the distance. I did grab almost 2 more full stacks because I realized even once I get there I'm going to want to have a little bit to build around it, just to make sure that I have stuff to make sure that I don't lose any of the branches or saplings that were out on this island. It looks like we've got some snow possibly as well, so this could be good for us for later on when we want to start doing that. And again, the annoying thing with the Skyblock is as soon as it goes to the dark, as soon as I get crouched down or get 1 block below, because basically I'm below in the starting point, below that what they're calling 0, but really in essence I think it's a 64 or so blocks up. Oh yeah, got a little ways to go. So really what I want to do is kind of get out to here, do similar to what we did with the starter island, kind of build myself a little bit of a platform all the way around it. Ideally I'm going to try to do it with lower half slabs, because then that way, again, nothing can spawn on it, and I don't have to worry about anything coming over from over here. Now, there is still going to be some blocks that things can spawn on, so I'm going to want to be careful once we get a little bit closer here. The tree on top of there, things can come up there and spawn on that, right now at least, so I'm going to probably want to do a little bit of work on that and take care of it, make sure it's well lit. and kind of get things going from there. So really, for today, oh, they are here. For today, it's going to be a pretty simple trip around the island, kind of cover everything with a little bit of slabs, just to make sure, again, we don't lose anything as we get closer. I'm going to probably try to leave a little bit of this dirt here. I may even turn this into my farm. It's a little bit far away. I probably am going to want to do something a little bit closer than this, just because it's going to be hard to get things to spawn. When you're that far away, you want to kind of keep them within that minimum distance. So let me just get this, kind of go 2 blocks all the way around. That should typically be sufficient to get us through. Yeah, that should be good on this side. Let me go one more out on this side. I might even go 2 more on this side because I really don't want to lose any saplings. I'm greedy like that. So there we go. Again, this is a simple lower half platform, so you can always tell if you try to put a torch on it, it won't allow it. And I am going to want to be careful not to try to melt this snow, just because it is going to be important. We're going to need it at some point. I'm going to just do a little bit of slabbing up to get to here. That should get us up here. I'm going to go ahead and take this tree and then try to save the saplings as well. Again, this is spruce, so that is going to be something that's going to be super nice. Give me a little bit of variety, a little bit of something else besides just oak, what I've had up to this point. I really, really, really want to get a sapling. There is a distinct possibility that I won't. Thought I saw one fall. Yes. Okay. So feeling a little bit better. I got at least one. Still not exactly as many as I want. I'd like to get at least 4, just because that way I have a little bit more. Oh, there's one. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this pumpkin as well, just because that is going to be super handy. Oh, we got another one stuck in there. So it looks like we got maybe 3. That is going to be a great place to start. I'm going to bring those back with me and try not to die on the way. Oh, and I was going to put a torch at least down here. I think that's going to be fine. Let's just play it safe. Let's just put one on this end, on this corner, and then I'm going to put one around on that other corner. But again, because they're the bottom half slab, it won't go on there. So hopefully that will be enough to do it. I didn't check the lighting level up there, but I'm just going to be a risk taker today. So what I'm going to do here is just basically run back, put it all into my storage, because the last thing I want to do now is lose the pumpkin, lose the few saplings that I did get from this. It looks like 3, which is going to be plenty to get me started. Not enough to get anything giant from a spruce perspective, but it should still be enough to get a few things moving. This is a longer trip back than I thought. So for today, I'm going to probably get this going, maybe expand the tree island a little bit, or the tree breeding area, or growing area, I should say. I'm going to get some of the stuff into here right away, just to play safe. Put a couple of those in there, because now I feel better. I'm going to go ahead and plant that one out here, expand this a little bit, put down a little bit more dirt, and then I'm going to maybe see about taking a little trip down and maybe just build myself a platform. I'm not going to do any of the creation of anything over there. I'm going to wait and kind of do that online and record that, as opposed to just running down there and doing it offline. But I will be doing a little bit more of that. So for now, I'm going to be just kind of doing the same type of things over and over, harvesting the trees, harvesting some more cobblestone. Maybe I'll even pillar or column out to some of those other islands. but I'll leave them unexplored until we get online and until I start recording again. But for today, I think that is going to be good. Again, we got ourselves a little bit of a starter island going here a little bit more. I'm going to keep harvesting the resources. That's really a lot of the initial Skyblock is just resources. Figuring out what's the best way to get the most out of what you can get. I am going to go ahead and convert. Now, I don't really need pumpkin seeds, but I do want the melon seeds. So what I'm going to do is convert the watermelon to a watermelon seed and plant that in the ground right away. I'm going to plant it probably right here. That way it can grow in any direction, and I don't have to worry about it. And we will get that baby going. Got over here going as well. And then maybe I'll get a pumpkin going once I get that. And we got another tree. But this is basically going to be my life for the next, a couple hours, I would say, is probably just harvesting and growing and harvesting and growing and getting some more going. So until next time, this is PapaPC saying, happy skyblocking, everybody. I hope you're having as much fun as I am. The whole adventures around is a little bit different, a little bit something new. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe, keep the channel going, and feel free to take a peek over at the other episodes, the other shows that are running, the play along series. Join the Patreon, and you can even get in and start playing on the server with me if you'd like. Oh, and then we get some more trees. So until next time, have a great one, and thank you very much.